Alright guys, so continuing with my ancestor walk, ancestor veneration, spirit walk, whatever you want to call it. Now we're working on the red Swedish fish. There are some Swedish people in this grave and I'm just being silly, I'm not being serious. But this is just a small token of like, hey, you know, this person probably has their grave looked at, but again, just a few on the ground, it won't hurt anything. The animals will take it, you know, and that's kind of the way of spirit getting that energy from the candy. It kind of feeds them. So we're continuing with that. I just throw a few down, and I'm not gonna hit everyone in this grave. I'd be here all day. Don't have that time today. Who do we have here? Oh, I thought that was a kid, but it's not. Clearly not. This person was born at the end of the Civil War. That's neat. Imagine what they saw. All right, we have Julia. Now, what got me into this originally is, for those of you that know, I also work with the goddess Kali. She is, oh, hello, Earl. She is a death goddess, but that is not her primary thing. She's not a goddess of depression or suicide or anything like that. She is a goddess of death. She's a goddess of truth. The truest thing that we know is death. Death is gonna happen. I don't care who you are. And it's not happy all the time, but it doesn't have to be a horrible thing. My dad he passed away when I was 15 years old, and I was basically his primary caregiver for 6 years. And it kind of got me into a morbid interest with death, or a morbid fascination, relationship with death, which is actually not a bad thing in and of itself. Oh, that's a beautiful grave. Can we all just take a moment to look at how beautiful this stone is as pagans? Look at that. Now you can do stuff with the water that collects on graves. There's even a face in there. Can you see that? However, we're not going to do that today, as tantalizing as that is. But like I was saying, having a fascination with death is healthy. I've worked in hospice situations. I've sat with dying tribe members. It's a very hard thing to do. The closer you are to the person, the harder it gets. But I'm proud that I do it. Not everyone can do this, and that's okay. Not everyone's supposed to. Oh, this is baby house. That's adorable. These are children, I think. Yep. All right, so they're gonna get more candy. They look like they've been gone for quite some time. That one's 60s. Whoop. 40s, I don't know how to read. You know, and I'm just throwing down a couple handfuls of this bright red, you know, candy. Children like candy. I mean, my kids love candy. They don't need any more candy though. And I understand that people think there's a food shortage going on. I don't really believe that. This food is not like essential life food. I don't really think that candy is like, oh my gosh, I need this to live. Some people would say, oh, well, they're starving people. Indeed, and that's very sad. And I do actually contribute to charities. So this is my own money. This is my own sacrifice. This is no different than pouring alcohol to a god or goddess and making a libation. This is the best, in my opinion, the best work you can do with people. Because these people, look at this lady. This is a cool one. These people, they've been gone a long time. Maybe they're here. Maybe they passed over to the Summerlands. Nobody really knows what happens. Anyone saying they do, without a shadow of a doubt, is probably lying to you. And you should get away from them because they're a bad person. Because death is the final mystery. We joke about the mysteries of deeply rooted. Well, that's one of them. Is that everyone dies. And death is what you make it. And so death can be scary and sad, just like everybody envisions the graveyards in Hollywood. Or it can be this rocking, beautiful place with its own ecosystem. I'm not a big fan of the modern funeral industry, true. However, I think it's great that this history is here. Because when a lot of these people were buried, we didn't have the green burial option. Well, we did, but it was falling out of vogue. So, I'll finish up here with the red Swedish fish. make sure everyone I can reach gets a share, and then we'll continue on to something else.